Okay, now what I'm going to do here is show you how to regrip a golf club. And normally I have a fancy little rig that I put the clubs in with a little hydraulic clamp, but this is a basic rubber clamp that you can pick up for a couple of bucks, and it works just as well. If you're going to do a lot of clubs, then you're going to want to invest in something a little better. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to use this little rubber clamp. What it does, it slides over the shaft, put it in your vise, get the club face vertical, and clamp it down. Now don't squeeze it too tightly because this is a graphite shaft and you can break it. You just want to get it in there enough that it's not going to go anywhere when you pull on it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is remove the old grip. And the best thing to do is get yourself a razor knife with one of these hook blades in it. And with the hook blade, it makes it very simple to put the blade in under the old grip and above the shaft, and then pull slowly. And if we did it, this should peel right off. And there's the old grip off. Okay, what we're going to do next is remove the old tape. And a lot of people don't bother removing it because it is not the easiest thing to do. The trick that I've come up with is to take a heat gun and to just apply constant moving heat over the tape all around it. I keep my hand on the other side so I can feel how hot it's getting, because this is graphite, so you don't want to melt it. And what happens is, as you work the gun over the tape, the glue actually releases, and this will peel off. It won't peel off in one piece, it might peel off in 3 or 4 pieces, but if you try to peel it off without heating it, it'll peel off in about 100 pieces. So let's just give this a shot and see what happens. So now we've got all the old tape off. There's no need to buy any fancy tools. Some people will use a scraper like this, but that just marks up the graphite shaft and it still takes things off in bunches. So by using heat very gently on this, you can just release the glue and peel it right off. Okay, what we're doing next is putting new tape on the shaft. This is a double-sided tape. I buy it in a roll like this. You can buy it in sections that are strips like this. And what you want to do is make sure you cut it so it's a little shorter than the length of the grip. And when you put it down, you overhang the shaft by about 1/2 inch or so. So I've got this just on top. I'm going to peel the top layer off. So now this is the other sticky side. Take it and wrap it around the shaft. And then this end, you're going to twist and push it in. And the reason you do that is so that when you put the grip on, you don't get grip fluid going down the shaft. This kind of keeps the fluid out of the end of the shaft. So that's all it takes to get the double-sided tape in place. Okay, now we're going to get the grip onto the shaft. We've set this up in the vise so that the club head face is perfectly vertical. Some grips are ribbed, so they have a reminder rib down the bottom. Some grips are round. Obviously, if you have a ribbed grip, it's very critical that you get everything lined up right, because your hands are going to feel that rib when you take your grip. If it's a round grip, it's a little less critical. But what you'll find is that any grip has little markings on it. I don't know if you can see, there's a little cut there, a little vertical slash there, and then there's one at the end of the grip, a little vertical slash, and also you've got the grip name on top. So that kind of gives you a good orientation of how you want this grip to be on the club. You want these little slashes to be perfectly on top of the club, along with the grip name. And if you have the club vertical in the vise, and you get this on with the slashes pointing up, you got the grip on in the right orientation. Okay, most grip solvents today are a odorless, non-toxic, non-flammable. This is the one I use. Comes in a spray bottle. You get it from Golfsmith. I wear latex gloves because I have a slight aversion to chemicals, so for me it's safer just to put on the latex gloves. So what you do, get your grip. There's a hole in the end of the grip. Make sure you put your finger over that hole. So you have your finger over the hole. I spray about 4 shots and 5, one for good luck, in the grip. Put my finger over the other hole, and I shake the grip up to get the solvent to coat everything, to coat the whole inside of the grip. Then I spray a little bit on the grip, and I pour the excess, and I'll do it this way so you can see. I just pour the excess fluid over the grip. You have to make sure that the sticky tape is completely covered in solvent, or it's not going to work. Now you have to hook the grip over the end of the club, and just with good steady pressure keep pushing until it bottoms out. Line up those hash marks that were here and here, get them pointing straight up. Make sure the butt end is all the way against the grip, and you're done. That's all there is to gripping a club. Okay, here's the club with its new grip. Everything lines up. It's on nice and tight. My wife picked out a color to match her shaft, and we're good to go. Regripping your clubs is very easy to do, and I encourage everybody to give it a shot at least once. Thanks.